Well, of course, my phone decided it'd have to do updates this morning. It just now finally let me use it. This barn's done. I still got to feed the back barn. But I had 5 of these girls all come clear up to me this morning. Couldn't even get any of it on video. Of course, had I had my camera out, probably wouldn't have been able to get to it. And it's a little foggy. It's actually cleared off since I've been out here. I can see the pump and the little traveler down there now. I could kind of see the little traveler when I came out. Dang, it really has cleared off. So I couldn't see across the road. And I couldn't see really much past the feed barn and the gates up there. Anyway, signs of fall. I'm hoping, probably call like I did last time, make sure they got some feed. Not that I want to take that again, but it's the only thing I can take. Go get at least a couple of tons. Get that done, and they're saying it's a chance of showers today. Of course, with my luck, I'll get out there to get feed and I'll get caught in a downpour. It's usually how it goes. If that's going to happen. That's why I usually use a stock trailer for that. Well, I'm finally getting out of here. We'll get at least 2 tons of feed with the dump trailer. Fog lifted pretty good, and then it come down just up on the hills. So hopefully all is good. By the way, trailer brakes work really good. This is the place to stop when you gotta wait for somebody. Probably shouldn't have waited for him. He's probably gonna do 20 miles an hour once he gets around the corner. But anyway, they just got another load of feed in the other day, and it was all in tote bags, so don't have to worry about them little frickin' bags. I get 2 of them now. Maybe slip in after lunch and get 2 more. That's where that guy's going. I thought it was Thursday, said her yard was getting done, but I think it's kind of whenever they get the chance. Better them than me. So, yeah, see if anything exciting happens going to town. Ty and I've been working on that inventory for the insurance, so, and she's still working on it. Pain in the butt. But once you got it, you got it. You know, if it was status quo, they still wanted an inventory. I just didn't get it done last year. But no, can't just change the name on the policies. We got to get all new everything. That's kind of like dealing with DOT for your DOT numbers. If anything changes, you got to change the whole works, and it's just a freaking hassle. Even if you got more than one person listed, it only goes off the EIN number of the one person, or the person who is in charge of that EIN number. Like if it's a business number, doesn't matter, it's the person's name that's attached to it. Well, I got my grain, and I don't know, you probably can't see any more than I can. Yeah, that would be one of Maury's trucks. I'm gonna guess that's the one Ron's driving today, assuming he's at work. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier or not, but apparently last night Ron's wife, Katie, after she got home and had like a 3-hour nap, she woke up feeling much, much better. So they're kind of chalking it up to they missed a stone when they took her gallbladder out, and it must have passed. And that's what was going on, and you know, by the time they got scans done and stuff, it wasn't there to be seen. So that's what I think they're chalking it up to anyway. And look at how nice it is here. I had to take my coat off when I got there. cold and dark at home and nice and sunny here. While I was gone, Ty made a mess of the barn. Cow manure everywhere. But hey, there's two. Go grab me another check and get another two. But she made the mess because she kicked them out, took that gate out. So they got more room. Cows back out with the other cows, heifers with the heifers. She'll probably cry a little bit now. And this worked a lot easier this time. I grabbed one of the chains off the chain rack on the pumpkin. It's just long enough to wrap all the way around it. Left it lay flat on the ground. Well, you can see, that's just how it came out. And close enough to hook right next to the other hook. And put my pin in the end of the fork and pull it right out. I don't think I need that in there. Whee! It'll get picked up later. So now I'm going to get my butt out of here quick. I was going to wait till after lunch, but I'll just have a late lunch. Of course, I get in there and the boss says, "Are you going to want any more?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we'll see how this trip goes. See what's going on when I get home." And she says, "Well, we had nine bags, and I've had a whole bunch of phone calls this morning." So, hey, if you put that on the right way, it goes. Look at that. So I'm gonna go get that done. I just gotta grab another check first. See if we can see anything here. There's a truck parked up there in the field. I met their oldest truck. It's got a double bin seat hop rod. There he is, clear up there. Anyway, got one planting here, and I don't have any idea where the other one's planting, but they got at least 2 drills going. And we'll get my next one. Probably interrupt their lunch, but I think his name's Jaime. He's alright, he's cool. He's eating lunch, he takes a couple seconds and gets me loaded up. And throwing some fertilizer on there. That is very similar to the chassis that we made our sprayer out of. I think it's the same brand, it's just a different yoke on the front. There, I got 2 more. He says, "I got 4 more if you want." I should, but not today. And we do a roundabout. And he's spreading some fertilizer on new planted grass over there. He just started that one. He did this one after I went home with that other load. Doesn't take long when you're traveling, 10, 15 miles an hour, maybe even faster. And he's not putting a whole lot on, I don't think. I mean, it's probably like 100 pounds per acre, I'm gonna guess. So a full bin goes quite a ways. Yeah, it finally got nice here. I was gonna catch a little video from about 5 miles north of here on the way and see what I was driving back into, but I didn't. Got my lunch, a little late, but it's done. Got interrupted by a phone call, which is all right. Very old friend I went to school with. He grew up that way. He lives in Alaska now. I've been there for quite a while. Been a long time since we've talked. He used to keep in contact with one of the guys I was on the fire department with, and he hadn't been able to get a hold of him, and he'd heard something about he'd possibly had a stroke. And, I talked to him about 6 months ago when he finally found out my mom passed, and he was okay then, but all kinds of things can happen. So we had a nice talk. He even mentioned he's watched a few of the videos. I told him I appreciate that. And a couple of guys that grew up around here that watch. Once in a while I get a comment from one. Even got a neighbor that still lives here, older gentleman that comments once in a while. But anyway, so that kind of slows the day down a little bit. I think I got room. The bin for the cows is clear empty, and I think there's room in this one for the rest of the bag. Either way, I got to come back here to grab one. But I think, too early, boys. I think there's room in this. If not, it's going to be really close, especially after I take 2 full buckets out and leave sitting here to feed with. Not going to be blue after all.
No.
Hey, that'll make that strip of plywood we can't do anything with look better.
It's kind of a painted hill.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it'll coat it better.
It's not going to be blue. It's a horrid color blue and it is just fine. So.
Yeah. That was pigmented kills.
Yep.
The bad thing is before that all got done, not all of these got knocked off, but
It's okay. They're going to be hidden by it.
she says they're going to be hidden.
So it's okay.
Then at some point I got to get the ceiling done before
Hopefully
she
sooner
puts.
than later because I'd like to get shit in here.
Yeah, she wants her office put together.
So I can do office things.
Not like I have anything else better to do.
I know.
Because putting the ceiling in comes with putting different lighting in, getting something on that corner.
Frick.
Good thing she's got a blue tarp on the ground to paint. Papers thought it was part of the wall. Or I should do something in this corner. Strip a 1x1 or something will cover that. Make it look good enough. And it's just that's going to be in the room. And no, I'm not doing those walls. I'm not sure how much of the ceiling we're gonna do because that's kind of in the way to get clear to there. I mean, we'll run what we can all the way through and probably notch it around that. I think that'll be about right. Yeah, a piece, so probably notch around that. And it'll almost get to there. Be close enough. And then I'll
As
tell
my
her.
mother would say, it makes the wall look dirty.
Yeah.
She doesn't like my color choices generally, so.
That's about the color that my mom told Becky. It makes it look dirty after it was freshly painted.
In our kitchen.
So, anyway. Oh, and then there's Ty. She was gabbing at me as I was walking in videoing.
The stuff for the insurance, you can go through it, is
Oh.
right there. See white paper on your desk?
Yay. On my desk, not on the end table.
On the end.
So, you seen we got them dumped. Everybody's fed. So, they're happy for now. Let's see if I got, it's still early enough, see if I can get a hold of Tom and either run into town or get Ty to stop on our way by and pick up a cylinder if it's done. So, with that, hey, thanks for watching. And we'll see what tomorrow really brings. If anybody want to go through this stack of papers, you're more than welcome. Save me doing it.